So an investigation has been conducted, it has been completed.
Acting Chief of Police Joseph I. Cruz is referring to the shooting suicide that occurred at the Hagåtña precinct back in April. The investigation was a joint effort between members of GPD's Special Investigations Section and the Naval Criminal Investigative Services. As we reported, according to the preliminary investigation, the incident unraveled as a hostage situation following the arrest of 35-year-old Dumitru Lobanov. Lobanov was arrested for the murder of his wife, 54-year-old Irina Vag, who died from a single gunshot wound to the face. She was found dead in their agate home. Upon his arrest and minutes into processing at the Hagåtña precinct, pandemonium broke out as seen in this exclusive KUAM footage.
He shot himself! I told you guys about the weapon!
As we previously reported, a police detective and a detention officer were preparing to book Lobanov in the processing room. As the detention officer led Lobanov to the fingerprint machine, he grabbed the gun from her holster and aimed it toward the detective in the room. The detective drew his weapon and ordered Lobanov to put the gun down, but Lobanov grabbed the detention officer and held her to him before turning the gun on himself. Lobanov, who was a petty officer first class assigned to the USS Frank Cable, died on the scene. The incident left many questions relative to GPD's protocols on processing, how weapons were secured, and whether the precinct was equipped with cameras. Fast forward to today, Cruz says it's case closed.
We have determined that there is no wrongdoing on the part of the officers, so that case has been closed.
GPD has since made changes to how arrests are handled.
At this point in time, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're considering. That the officer is not armed for the detention officer's safety as well as the safety of the individual that's being processed. And again, we're looking at procedures to better that process, and we're looking at some mechanisms so that we can make that process safer.
While the Hagåtña precinct is where all arrests are processed, Cruz says it won't be for much longer thanks to the Hagåtña Revitalization Project.
Because there's a bigger plan for that whole area of Hagåtña, we are looking at relocating our precinct headquarters altogether so that when the new headquarters is constructed, our detention facility will be better constructed to meet the needs of processing our detainees.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.